This year I am decluttering my Christmas stuff. Now this has been a long time coming. I am a huge Christmas lover. I have decluttered my whole house. The Christmas stuff was the last that needed to be decluttered, and this is the year where I'm decluttering it. But if this is your first time here, my name is Robyn. I help overwhelmed people declutter all of the excess from their lives. Grab your tea and let's go. So I am a major Christmas lover. I have just been the biggest fan forever, and my grandma had a huge impact on me for that. She loved decorating. I think she did anyway. If she didn't, she did a great job of it. She always had the cookies. She had all of the great stuff, which left a major impact on me. And I am the biggest Christmas lover, even in my house. But I definitely knew it was time to start decluttering some of my stuff. Over the years, every year when I would decorate, I wasn't putting everything out. I wanted more of a minimal look. So there were a lot of things we were just packing away every year. Last year, I knew I wanted to declutter some, but I didn't get to it until the end of Christmas. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop because I can't donate any of this stuff right now anyway. So what I did was I put it all back. And well, there wasn't that much of it at the time. And then this year I got it all out and I knew I had to do some serious decluttering. Oh, you got up there, Crumpet? Don't mind Crumpet. He has a brain injury, but he's very happy. Although I will be helping him down because he might fall. Well, today we are going to be decluttering my Christmas stuff and I'm going to start the decorating. Now it's pretty early in November here. It's November the 9th. But I really want to get a head start on decluttering my Christmas stuff this year because if I do it now, then we can donate it early so the donation places can actually get their stuff out and to people who want to buy it, which helps the charities with money, helps people who can't afford things. And the cats are loving these boxes being here. My cats love boxes. I was going to do this last year, but we ended up putting it away because I knew if I did it after Christmas, there was just really no point because there was nowhere to put it. When we decorated that year, there just wasn't time. So this year, there's so much I'm going to declutter. I have a lot of Christmas balls. We'll see if I'm going to keep them. I probably won't. And we're going to start the decorating too, but I will do a lot of the decorating later with the kids, definitely the trees and stuff. And I still have my pajamas on because I just want to get this done. I've got to get started. So let's go. I want my home to be comfortable and relaxing and not overwhelming. But at the same time, I love Christmas. You only live once. I want it to be cozy. I want that amazing hygge feeling. I want the lights of Christmas. We're in a dark, dark part off on the side of the mountain on Vancouver Island where it rains a lot. It was crazy dark when I took this video. And the other thing is, I love Christmas. I want to decorate. I just don't want it to be too overstimulating for my eyes. So I've got some tips for you if you want to do some decluttering and if you just want to have more of a minimal Christmas decor. Christmas storage. Now, okay, the burlap I use as tree skirts. It's a really inexpensive, kind of nice, homey, rustic looking tree skirt. So I will save that. I really kind of just put it around. It's not ideal. Maybe when I have time one year, I will make an actual tree skirt or buy one. But for now, I'm happy just with the burlap I got from the garden center. This sleigh is something that I bought because I have some gnomes. And if you saw my video I did at the beginning of November, I was talking about how my mom is going to be giving me some gnomes from Norway and there was a sleigh. So I had already bought some gnomes and I knew I needed a sleigh. But I think that I'm getting the sleigh from her this year, so I probably won't keep this because I just don't need it. So I'm going to put this in the donate pile. Well, there's a lot of stuff, and some of it is really, really easy to let go. Cute, don't need it. I probably should preface that you are going to see a bit of a different minimalist decorating style with my decorating, and that will be coming out next week. For my process right now, I'm going to set things aside that I probably will keep. Once I actually decorate, then I will decide what I'm keeping, and I will have a pile for the things that I am donating. I may sell a couple of things, but for the most part, I don't think it's worth it. This little gnome, super cute. He was a gift from my husband, and I really like gnomes, and I kind of have a little theme. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. Other things are a lot more sentimental. My grandma gave me a lot of Christmas stuff. My grandma gave me this, and she loved buying Christmas stuff, and she still loves buying Christmas stuff, but she can't because she's now in an apartment. Oh, you having fun, hey Plunkin? This does not go with my current decor. I don't actually like a ton of colors for the most part. And it's really nice. She gave it to me when I was like 20 and I didn't have any decorations, so I really appreciate it at the time. But now it's time to pass it on to somebody who could really use it. So this is something I will be donating. Those things are a little harder. It may look easy, but ultimately inside, I'm just so good at making the decision of, do I want this? Am I going to use it? Is it adding value? Keeping things that I'm not putting out every year is just not serving me. It's just making me and the family have to truck all this stuff downstairs. Like this giant snow globe. I wasn't sure if I'm going to keep it. I don't think I'm going to. It's big, it's heavy, it's glass, it's filled with water. It's just not something that we need to keep around. Plus somebody else can use it, which to me is so important and just great. More balls. I'm going to throw those in the ball container. Once this bin is empty, I'll be putting I will be putting the things that we are donating in here. So, once this bin is empty, I will be putting the things that I'm donating in it because I know we are going to be significantly decreasing our Christmas decor. This is a cookie jar, and I'm not going to keep this either. Again, it was another gift from my grandma, and you know I love my grandma. You can check out the video at the end about my grandparents' house letting it go, but there are just so many things that I don't need to hang on to here. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see me declutter and start loading this thing up. For years, I've been decorating and just leaving things in the boxes, never putting them out, thinking I will be putting them out in the future, and I never was. So now I'm so excited to be decluttering the things so that we don't have to deal with it anymore. So I am not gonna keep this bag of old Christmas cards. It is sad to declutter things like this, but how many would we have stacked up? So I might look through it and take a few, but definitely not many. This is something, I think my grandma gave me this one too. So actually, I'm not gonna keep it. It's really nice though, it's like slate. All right, so here's another empty tote, and this one we will definitely be putting more Christmas stuff in. Okay, I've done 3 bins, and I'm keeping a little bit. Like, I want to be a reasonable minimalist. I want to enjoy my life. I love Christmas. A huge part of Christmas, and you've heard me mention my grandma a lot, and if you watch the video where I talked about their house being sold, Christmas was a huge deal at her house. So I really, really love decorating for Christmas because grandma did. So I try to be very intentional with it, try to be really reasonable. So I'm gonna have a little break, have my Tim Hortons, and I only have 2 more boxes to go. Isn't that good? One of the things I struggle with, as I mentioned, I want things to have more of a simple look. So there are a couple of tips that I like to follow for this, and we'll see in the next video when I do the tour if I manage to actually get that kind of minimal aesthetic, and I will definitely be looking for your tips, so you can let me know below. Tell me what you like and what you don't like. I mean, I really shoot for reasonable minimalist. I am not like a staunch minimalist who wants you to get rid of everything. I don't want me to get rid of everything. I just want to get rid of things that aren't serving me. I love Christmas. I want to be comfortable, but I don't want to be completely overly visually stimulated. I get overstimulated super easy. Okay, Pumpkin, you're gonna have to get down. There we go. So in the past, we have wrapped the banister with this. Some people like it, some don't. It looks so cluttered and yucky, especially now that we have a little tree there. So it's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go. Oh, Pumpkin. Oh, Pumpkin, you're so funny. So I'm going to now just tidy up, and then we will decorate for Christmas fully in the next day or 2, and then we will know exactly what we want to use and whether or not I'm going to be using these like balls on the tree. I think I'm kind of done with that. I really find that Christmas trees can get just so overloaded and honestly so overstimulating, and I'm not gonna lie, like our Christmas tree in the living room really stresses me out because of the level of decor usually, so we're gonna try to tone that down. So one of the tips is to always put away as many of your normal decorations as you can, because if you leave them out and then you decorate on top of them, it's going to be extra messy looking. So what you want to do, take those things, put them in your boxes where you keep your Christmas stuff, so then they're put away. Then hopefully it doesn't look too overly stimulating. This plant, for example, I'm gonna stick it in my washroom where there's plenty of light, and then I'm gonna put a nice little Christmas tree here. Just need some batteries. My struggle is colors. So my main bookshelf has a lot of things, and I am already thinking of removing the red things that I normally keep on it and having more of just the teal accent. So this bookshelf causes me a little bit of stress because there's a lot of shelves. I don't love it. The rest of the family likes it. Go figure. So the thing is, there are a lot of different colors on it. Normally, like the books, for example, I have it kind of in a rainbow home edit sort of style. But for now, Christmas wise, you know, I got like this elf. Probably he shouldn't stay. I'm just saying. A lot of different colors. Now, that is overstimulating. So we'll see what I end up doing with that. No matter what, it's going to be calming. And I definitely think I will be grabbing some things from nature, some cedar boughs and some other things that hopefully really just keep things looking a lot calmer. The Christmas tree, for example, I love Christmas trees without decorations on them, so I'm kind of tempted not to even decorate it, but that obviously won't fly with the family. Normally we have our 3 Lego things up here, and so this one's red. There's one that's like a teal, and then another one that's more blue. So ideally, you don't want to have too many different colors. I had the amazing Kylie M from Kylie M Interiors, who has a great YouTube channel. She came over to give me some advice on my kitchen, and you got to check her out. But she was saying, you know, you want just one color. And I was like, that's what I thought, one accent color. So I think what we'll start doing is just cycling the Lego guys in and out, or like the Lego vans, the Volkswagen mostly, because we like it. I'm not going to make my husband get rid of them because he loves them, but I don't want it to be super overstimulating because it totally is. So stay tuned for how I end up simplifying the decor here because it's a little much still. Another thing that I struggle with is the gnomes. I love gnomes. I don't know if anybody else has a gnome problem or if it's just me, but my grandma and grandpa lived in Norway. They traveled all over the world. They lived in Indonesia, they lived in Africa, they lived in a couple of places in the US. My mom lived in Switzerland because she went to school there, and they were not super wealthy. It was just for work, but there are amazing things from all over the world that my grandparents had, and they recently moved, which was very sad for me. I will link that video at the end. But my grandma had a huge impact on me, Christmas-wise, obviously, because I keep talking about her. There were a lot of Christmas gnomes. In particular, these funny little gnomes. I believe they're called Nisa or Nice. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, but I'm waiting for some from my mom. In the meantime, I had purchased some gnomes over the last few years because I feel like I kind of like how these ones are actually pretty neutral colors. Most of them are gray. There are a few red, but I can tuck them in and really get a festive feel without being super overstimulated. I just have to make sure I have the right balance. So when I do my tour video, you guys can let me know if you think that I managed to keep the gnomes and everything under cover. I managed to get rid of quite a lot. This one big box I got rid of, and it is chock-a-block full. I took it straight to the donation center. I had an appointment, I put it in the back of the car, and I brought it straight to the donation center because then it was gone and it wasn't cluttering up the garage. I have another tote almost ready to go, and when I am done completely decorating, then I will know exactly what I didn't put out, and then I will throw that stuff in the tote, and that will go to the donation center, and I'll probably do that Saturday. So overall, I'm very satisfied with the amount of decluttering I got done, and there's probably more to come. So check this video out, all about my grandparents moving, that whole story. This is my Christmas playlist. I'm pretty sure you're gonna wanna see that, and join me next week for the tour. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.